This is the famous headline in the French newspaper Le Monde after the 9/11 attack on the Twin Towers in New York. You see right there on the right, where it says, "We are all Americans." We are all Americans on this day after that attack. I mean, that was a sentiment of unity and condolences at the time, all throughout the world. Russia, by the way, was no different at the time in its reaction, as President Putin expressed his condolences personally to President George W. Bush and then visited the United States to meet with government officials here. That attack in Moscow this weekend, it was both calculated and bloody, a lot like the 9/11 attacks in that sense. And it targeted specifically civilians, just regular people. That is why one would have expected to hear some kind of statement from Washington, right? From this very place where I'm bringing you this newscast from. A statement that expressed some kind of grief, condolences with the people of Russia, maybe even an offer of support to the people of Russia, even if we have differences with Russia. But instead, what the U.S. immediately did is captured in this headline, and here it is. They basically came out and didn't say, "We are all Russians today." They said, "Ukraine didn't do it. Ukraine didn't do it. Ukraine had no involvement in this thing whatsoever." And they came out with this right away. I mean, first of all, no one at the time had said that they did. So it seemed peculiar. Why this mad rush to say, they didn't do it, they didn't do it? I thought as I watched it, and I think as a lot of my peers and colleagues who watched this geopolitical trifle watched this, they thought, that's kind of strange. I think weird might even be the right word. Why such an early declaration? Why was the U.S. directing the information to begin with? Why was all the information flow from this story that occurred in Russia coming out of Washington, I thought? Of course, we also have to ask, where was the offer of condolences that you would expect in a situation like this? Wouldn't that be the first thing that you would do? It wasn't.